2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Hi, everyone. We welcome you to the NBA All-Star Game. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg.
And you know what? This is probably, Kevin, my favorite date on the NBA calendar. I mean, with the amazing collection of players we have here tonight, this year promises to be an epic event.
Absolutely.
Guys, it always is. I mean, the privilege of playing in this game means so much to every one of these players. I mean, being on this huge stage brings out the best in the NBA's biggest superstars.
Now we'll look at the West All-Stars starting lineup. They've got LeBron James, Butler out there with Jokic. Then there's Luka Doncic, and it's Miles in at the 2 guard.
And we've got a collection of the greatest players in the world here. I mean, and playing in an event where they can really let it all hang out.
And that's exactly why we always come away with such great memories. I mean, because they really do try to give the fans as many highlights as possible. And they are the best players in the world.
And this has become one of the must-see events of the year, which is obvious by all the star power in attendance here tonight.
Well, certainly the Hollywood crowd is on hand, the biggest names from the sports world, music stars. Everybody wants to be a part of All-Star Week.
Harden outside. First quarter, just over a minute played. LeBron against Leonard. He can't hit that time. James with some nice D. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. I was able to talk with J.B. Bickerstaff for a minute. He was looking over the lineups, and he said, I've never seen such even matchups all my life. The talent on both sides is just insane. I asked him if he had a game plan for tonight, and he told me he thought about it, have some ideas, but that's not what this is about. It's a showcase for the best of the best, guys.
Thank you, David. That one goes. Count it.
Yeah, you know, LeBron is such a talented finisher. The defense in that situation just unable to keep him from that shot.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And that's what a coach loves to see in a close game. Just put your head down and make something happen. Well, I think, as is always the case, the story of the game tonight won't have a lot to do with defense.
That's the way it always is. I mean, a half-court alley-oop or a spectacular behind-the-back pass, that's exactly what the people want to see in this game.
And the East All-Stars decide to take their first time out here.
Fans, the live section gets free T-shirts. Let's see who's the loudest.
Stephanie.
And the East has possession. They trail by 3. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
I know we never see a lot of defense in these games, but tonight we're not seeing any.
Simply call it a free-for-all. I mean, you want the guys to have fun out there, but it would be nice to see some effort put into the defensive end of the floor.
Jokic, no good.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now here's Giannis. Fires from the line. Count the basket. Antetokounmpo's got 6 points.
And no player in the league has done more to earn his spot in this game than he has. I mean, he's having a terrific season.
He sure is. Excellence on a consistent basis for him. I mean, he's been their rock all year.
And here's Miles outside. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic. Miles has got a couple of threes now in the first for the West All-Stars. And so Young will bring it up for the East All-Stars. Harden up top, defended by Miles. Harden dishes to Giannis. Miles against Harden to the inside. And he banks in the lane.
Not much in the way of defense being played here
Michael,
early on.
Well, you know how it works. I mean, both teams will be conserving their energy at the defensive end until later on. That's typically how this thing unfolds.
Here is Harden. Jimmy Butler making his last shot. And stolen by James. Here's Miles. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Great ball movement there.
One shot.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the West All-Stars.
Look at the fast break point total from these guys. I mean, they're really hustling, working hard. And those hustle points are showing up on the scoreboard.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers.
Free throw good, Miles. The East trail by 7. Outside Leonard. Miles against Harden. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. On offense, here are the West All-Stars. They're on a 17-6 run. Jokic trying to free himself up. A second chance effort and a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Timeout, East.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
Now a timeout called by the East. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
And the rejection by Giannis. And Harden gets it to go in on the assist by Young. And that's now 6 points for James Harden. Pass to Doncic. And the wide open shot from Meyer. And the West hit again from deep.
And that's getting it done from deep.
Well, No.
That's what the All-Star game gives you, the freedom to show your full range.
You know, taking that shot in a regular season game might get you a spot on the bench, but here, it gets you a standing O.
Harden can't hit.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
And there's the wow!
You know, we always get some.
That slam was a raised.
Got to see that.
The roofer.
And now let's take one more look at that great Mobile One drive.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow.
Here's Durant. That one wide left. The West leading by 10. Miles finds James. Again, the West All-Star.
Already finding his spots and capitalizing, playing really efficient basketball.
LeBron's gotten 2 of his 3 shots to go tonight. Harden outside. Young against Doncic. Good ball movement here by the East. To stop the run, 6 on the shot clock, and it's sent back by Jokic.
Need more of this from Jokic. When he's active on defense, he's a capable shot blocker.
And Miles kicks to Butler. Back to Miles. James outside. Lets it go from deep. And the West hit again from deep.
And teammate to teammate on the assist that time.
Well, the communication between them, that's what we see every game during the regular season, and it's on display here in the All-Star week as well.
Kicks it out to Harden. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you can see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Here's what the East is going with right now. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Durant. Tatum comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Devin Booker, he's checked in for James Harden. And it's Stephen Curry in for Young. Miles the bounce pass. Doncic passes to Miles. Williamson kicks to Doncic. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson. And the West leads by 18.
And really setting the tone early with their three-point shooting.
That's already 5 made triples in the first quarter. What a start.
Now here's Tatum. And another miss by the East.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
Booker against Miles. And the dunk by Williamson.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Here's Giannis. Zion Williamson making his last shot. And to Antetokounmpo. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
And he's caught fire this quarter, yet to miss a shot.
Doncic passes to Miles. Doncic dishes to Miles. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
Siakam is checked in for the East. Owens is checked in for the West. Free throw good, Miles. When you look at NBA salary numbers, Clark, some rosters are only guys on the max or the minimum, one or the other. What happened? What happened to the middle salary?
Yeah, it just kind of went away a little bit, Kevin. Well, when you have enough stars on your team, they take up the whole pie, and really they deserve it. But I think you got to have role players, too, who are willing to take a little less crumbs, so to speak. But when you're talking seven figures, crumbs is probably a misnomer. Coming at you with so many ways to get his points. Tatum draws a lot of contact throughout the game, gets himself to the line.
The East All-Stars shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. And the first one at the line is good.
Well, Tatum is everything you want in a star. I mean, he's a talented player, surely.
Voting is what determines the starters in the All-Star game. Then the coaches will decide on the reserves. But either way, whether you're picked by the fans or the coaches, earning the title NBA All-Star, that's an honor none of these players will ever forget.
On the court for the West All-Stars, they've got LeBron James. Lights out there with Luka Doncic. Then it's Butler, and it's Gobert in at the 5.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And Miles kicks to Doncic. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That is his first foul of the game. Well, Greg, one thing we know for sure, you know that every player who earned a spot on this roster is going to see his share of action. Spreading the minutes evenly, as you've always talked about, is always a top priority for these All-Star game coaches.
And you're so right, Kevin. I mean, for all the hard work these players put in to get here, I mean, each one deserves a chance, if you will, to share the spotlight. It's one of the great things about the All-Star game.
Here's Harden. Rudy Gobert picking up that last basket. Leonard finds Giannis. Down low. And the jam by Harden.
Always good to see Giannis get his teammates involved because he knows he can't do it alone.
A little light on the fouls in terms of what's been called tonight. And that's usually the theme in this game.
I agree. I mean, the guys always play reasonably hard, but they don't necessarily play physically, if that makes any sense. The officials' jobs are usually pretty easy in this one.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 8. Up top, Leonard. The pass to Morant. Here's Harden on the wing. Yep, that one goes in there.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Now, here's Miles. He's got 21. Butler on the wing. Back to Miles. Some nice passing here by the West. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. The West All-Stars have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. First free throw is good. Jokic is checked in for Gobert. And Miles drops them both. And here's Morant. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Leonard looking around. Durant, the pass to Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
That's one of the areas he's really improved. Durant's passing abilities have grown as his years in the league have grown.
It's Miles on the wing. Guarded by Harden. Outside for Miles. Pass to James. The 3. And there's Miles. That's good on the assist by James. That's now 26 points for lights out. Morant passes to Harden. Morant outside. Leonard against James. The East All-Stars tack on 2 more.
Talk about someone who knows all the angles. Kawhi on the interior.
Harden against Miles. Morant with the steal. Passes it to Harden. Outside Leonard. Back to Harden. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pulls from the top of the key. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries. Here's Doncic. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Miles finds Jokic. And he gets it to go. Jokic has got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
You know, the length of Jokic helps on these contested shots because he knows he can score on just about anybody in the league.
Harden against Miles. Harden the pass to Giannis. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 3 assists in the game.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Now, here's Doncic. Miles, that's good. Miles has got 7 points here in this quarter.
Just make sure you keep getting him touches. I mean, you love what he's doing at the offensive end. Don't go away from him.
Morant passes to Leonard. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Harden kicks to Morant. His 3-pointers off the mark.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
And you can learn a lot about rebounding by watching this guy. Look at the fundamentals there on the box out.
Butler. James trying to free himself up. And it's Butler missing. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the East All-Stars. And another miss by the East. The West leading by 20. Miles the pass to James. And out of bounds. The East All-Stars will have it. Young's checked in for Morant.
Substitution on the court.
Young with the ball. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. To the middle. A nice shot by KD.
Well, he's capable of scoring from anywhere. Durant's size and touch make him a prime-time threat inside.
Here is Miles, and he has 28 points for the game. Back to Doncic. Clock at 4. And there's Miles. That's good on the assist by Doncic. Doncic has got 4 assists now tonight. Bounce pass Young. Right side Durant. Jokic trying to free himself up. KD's shot is good.
Yeah, you know, at first glance, you might think Durant has trouble finishing through contact, but think again, folks. I mean, you can't measure desire by body type.
Now, here's Miles. He's got 31. It's thrown down to Antetokounmpo. Young in the corner. Shoots over Doncic. The East All-Stars check on 2 more.
And from this range, Young is automatic. Let him shoot, and he'll knock those down.
Pass to Jokic. Back to Miles. From downtown. It's hauled in by the East. Durant for 3. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got 3 assists in the game. And here's Miles outside. Drills the 3-pointer. Miles has got 34 points.
You got to be in awe of what he's doing this quarter, actually destroying the opponent.
And Young kicks to Harden. They grab their own miss. The West leading by 17. Miles finds Jokic. Doncic with it. And that one drops for him. Doncic has got 5.
You know, it's so easy to take it for granted when Jokic makes a pass like this. The big fella has us spoiled with his passing ability. It is absolutely exquisite.
Now here's Young. 10 points for him.
Yeah, he's owning them on the offensive end, but, you know, he can't do it by himself.
LeBron dishes to Miles. Inside, it's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And Young, here we go, over Butler. The East All-Stars check on 2 more.
You know, fleshing out his attack a little more. Young showing more of a willingness to go in there amongst the trees.
Now, here's Miles. He's got 34. LeBron James on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Back to Miles. And the West can't hang on to the ball. And the East with some changes. Embiid.
LeBron do all that.
And so it's the West All-Stars riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. The one goal they had coming into this game was to not let Curry beat them. And so far, their defense on step.
Get ready for your East All-Star Dance Pack.
And it's time to strap in as we get set to bring you the explosive action of the second half of the All-Star game.
And that first half was terrific. I'll bet anything, though, the second has even more in store for us.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I think it's going to be a spectacular final 2 quarters.
They've got Young. Antetokounmpo is out there with Durant. Then it's Harden. And it's Leonard in at the 3, the small forward. And that's the group for J.B. Bickerstaff as we begin the second half. Miles, the pass to Butler. Over Leonard. Shots good from Butler. Butler's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the West All-Stars.
No hesitation whatsoever from Jimmy Butler. Ready to shoot it as soon as he caught it.
The pass to Young. Jacks up a 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Young's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And the shot is good. That's 36 points for lights out.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Outside Leonard. Young against Doncic. Young left side. Shoots over Doncic. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got 5 rebounds tonight.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Free throw, good. Jokic.
Not sure if anybody has a better feel for the game than the man standing at the line. Jokic in elite company in that respect.
Here's Leonard. Good. Leonard's got 6.
Well, how about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
Doncic kicks to Miles. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
West All-Stars shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. The first free throw is good. Both good from the line that time. The East trail by 19. Young outside. Harden left side. And there's the feed to Leonard. It's hauled in by LeBron. James has got his 4th rebound in this one. Miles finds Jokic. Some nice passing here by the West. Miles the pass to Butler. And yes, it's good. 6 points for him.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Pass to Young from deep. And another 3 from the east.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Doncic kicks to Miles. Back to Doncic. LeBron dishes to Miles. Pass to James. Here is Miles. Pass to Jokic. Releases. And there's Miles. That's good on the assist by Jokic. Miles has got 40 points.
You know, they're looking good, really good right now because of him. He sees this game by the throat, and he's squeezing hard.
Young against Doncic. A shot by Harden. Wide open. And the 3 off target.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Good work there as it goes. 42 points for lights out.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
Back to Young. Durant against Butler. Antetokounmpo trying to break loose. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Well, that's just a matter of outworking the defense there by Giannis, beating them to the glass and sending it right back.
Miles finds Butler. And the layup falls. Butler's got 8 points.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Kicks it out to Harden. From 11 feet away, the West grabs the miss. Jokic has got 6 rebounds now in the game. And it's lights out with the fouls. That is his first foul of the game.
Sloppy is the only way you can describe his play thus far. Just way too many turnovers.
Doncic against Young. Harden outside. The pass to Leonard. Off target from outside. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the West. Miles, that's good. Miles has got 44.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Harden the pass to Antetokounmpo. Over Jokic. And another miss by the East. On offense, here are the West All-Stars. They're on a 17-7 run. Butler finds Doncic. Now Miles. He's got 44. Jokic passes to LeBron. 6 to shoot. And the West hit again from deep.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Harden scanning the floor. And another miss by the East. Doncic against Antetokounmpo, and Doncic gets it to go.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Leonard the pass to KD. To the paint. Here's Harden. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And Harden is fearless. Awesome at gutting the defense and making them send them to the line. He just knows how to draw fouls and get himself to the stripe.
Joel Embiid, he's checked in for the East. Morant comes in for Young. Then for the West All-Stars, Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Jokic. And Allen subbed in for James. Miles, that's good.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Outside Leonard. Back to Morant. KD against Allen. Over Allen. He can't get that one to fall. Now the West All-Stars the other way.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this week. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass. You know, throughout this quarter, guys, they've had no answer for him defensively. And he's been absolutely relentless.
Morant finds Harden. That three off the mark.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's Allen. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Well, you got to do much more than that to slow Allen. I mean, this guy is long and athletic, capable of converting through contact.
Back to Morant. Good ball movement here by the East. Embiid, the pass to Harden. Second shot opportunity. He fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up. And the West All-Stars looking at who they've got. They've got Gobert. Jared Allen is out there with Paul George. Then it's Russell. And it's Miles in at the shooting guard. Here's Allen. Again, the West All-Star. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the West All-Stars.
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
The shooting's been great, but also how about the energy level? That's what's impressed me the most. They've been getting it up and down in transition, and that takes effort.
And Clark, Commissioner Silver noted recently, as the league moves to a more selective viewing experience, load management could hurt revenues even further.
Yeah, you know, when more fans can pay to watch individual games, it's a bit of an a la carte system. I think you need that star power every night. And even beyond that, Kevin, I think players, all players, but particularly the star players, have a responsibility to try to show up for work every single night. And that really should be the mindset. I think it goes beyond revenue. I think it's just a matter of principle. You have a job, you should be looking to perform every time you have the opportunity. I understand rest, but I think rest should probably be confined to practice, not the game.
Outside Leonard. Pass to Garland. He dishes it to Giannis. Excellent D there from Allen. Antetokounmpo against Miles. Allen passes to Miles. It doesn't go for him. 80 that time from Leonard. Here's Antetokounmpo. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the West. George finds Miles. High post, Gobert. Back to Miles. Lock at 6. And the West hit again from deep.
Once again, he's able to knock down the long-range jumper. He's on automatic. Just a brilliant game.
KD passes to Leonard. And Giannis throws it down.
I love the read there from Antetokounmpo. I mean, his basketball IQ is really impressive when it comes to alley-oop attempts.
And Miles kicks to Russell. It's Miles on the wing, guarded by Garland. Miles against Morant. The deep three from George. Offensive rebound, Gobert, and there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
And just an excellent rebounder. Gobert is so good at using that incredible wingspan to track down those additional scoring opportunities. Yeah, such a crafty move. That's an all-star game special right there, folks.
That certainly isn't any regular season move. I agree with that. I mean, you save that kind of move for the big stage of the All-Star week.
Miles the pass to Allen. Count it. Good. Allen's got 6 in the quarter.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
Back to Garland. And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That's foul number 2 for him. Clark, when you were playing, social media wasn't a thing. Now that you see it through your eyes, how has that changed the game?
I think it's changed it exponentially, and in many ways it's been good in terms of more people being able to be connected. You can expose more people to more of the beauty of the game. For marketing, I think it's terrific when you talk about video clips and all of the different kinds of content you can create and share globally around the game. The challenge, though, for the players is making sure that they keep the main thing, keep first things first, and not allow the noise of the internet and social media to be a distraction.
And spectacular plays just seem to find this kid. Williamson with a great sense of time and space there.
Russell against Morant. And he uses the glass on the layup.
How about the handles from the young fellow? Give Morant credit for taking the initiative and capitalizing.
Now, here's Miles. Back to Russell. Gobert trying to get open, and Williamson throws it down.
Carving out space with his size. Williamson instantly cashing in on the offensive glass.
Williamson's gotten about everything to drop here, shooting 6 of 7. KD passes to Garland. Morant against Russell. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on D'Angelo Russell. And for a while there, Greg, it seemed like we were entering the super team era. But lately, homegrown talent, players you draft and develop or sign and develop, seems to be the way teams are going.
Yeah, and it's not easy to maintain a culture when you're bringing in stars from outside. We've seen some cautionary examples here of late.
Here's what the East is going with right now. Joel Embiid comes in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Jason Tatum in for Kevin Durant.
Already embracing his role as a leader on this team. Morant brings a strong work ethic and winning mentality to this team.
Williamson outside. And stolen by Siakam. And now the fast break. Garland with the ball. The slam dunk by Garland.
And a reason Siakam was named the NBA's most improved player back in 2019. Defense. I mean, great at anticipation on that steal.
Passes to Miles. In the corner, George with it. Here's Williamson. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. George has got 4 assists now tonight. Outside Tatum. Pass to Morant. He kicks to Embiid. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
Well, I tell you what, I wouldn't want to deal with Embiid as my assignment tonight. I mean, he's taking everybody to school. Stay out of the big fella's way because he's doing work.
Russell dishes to Miles. Gobert the pass to Miles. And the West hit again from deep.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
Well, you know, that's exactly their plan here in the 4th. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
Morant passes to Tatum. Kicks it to Garland. Lets a floater go. The shot, no good. And it's the West taking it the other way. Miles the bounce pass. And Williamson gets it to go.
And it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Tatum against George. Just 4 to shoot. And a miss there on the triple. And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the West All-Stars. So no problem for the West All-Stars as they get the win.
And it's impossible to know what's going to happen in these games. The talent on both sides is always so strong. But tonight, the West seemed a little more comfortable playing together as a unit, and that's what earned them the win.
You mentioned that all broadcast long, and sure enough, it came to fruition. That brings us to the conclusion of our All-Star coverage. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. For Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan wishing you all a very good night.
Novo negócio com mano recentemente surdo. Mais preparado e mais bem cauteloso e mais alinhado.